So here's a story that you might be interested in. Here's the first paragraph, and let me know after you read the first paragraph whether you're interested in this story or not.
Nope.
The following
nope.
contains...
Is it on DeviantArt?
The
answer is no.
Okay. I'm still going to read it, though.
Okay.
The following story contains flattening, inflation, grammatical errors.
Flattening? What the hell is that? And inflation.
Oh, these are like the yin and yang of strange fetishes. Like strange sexual fetishes. And
but only
it's
in written form.
No, but it's great because if you have weird fetishes and you have a weird fetish about inflating someone so they become really fat, but you also have a weird fetish about flattening someone like with a tire so they become flat like a cartoon character, they cancel each other out and you can actually have a pretty normal sex life.
Right. You spent way too much time thinking about this, all of 2 seconds. That was too much.
Oh, well, it's definitely not my story that I wrote.
See.
This is actually part 3. Maybe I should like find part 1. And start
you
from
say
the
that
beginning.
not very convincingly, which makes me think this is a story you wrote.
Okay. Children should cover their eyes. Don't say I didn't warn you. Help me if you do see some of those errors, as I maybe be delusional. Let's see what the description of the story is. I tried to edit best as I could.
Yeah.
This is actually a sequel to a story by another writer.
Joe is badass. Good.
Joe
good,
is
good.
badass. Well, this writer's name is A Good Username, which sadly is actually kind of clever as far as usernames go, but this story is not.
Oh, I found some MLP stories.
Does it have inflation and flattening?
I don't know. I should look.
Sorry.
I don't know. It has puka.
This one's a little long, but I think I'm going to just go at it. Rebecca had started to mount the mermaid.
Right.
That's the first line.
You can stop there. That's it. That's all I needed to hear.
Okay. Let's see what else I got here.
That was a joke. You should continue. However, I will say this is pretty entertaining. That there's a post on DeviantArt that's just called novel material, right? And it's literally 3 lines. That's it.
DeviantArt is great with poetry. And here's a poem. I could write a novel from all the pain we've caused another, and in fact, I hope one day I will. You know who wrote that?
Novel material wrote it. Beautiful Dreamer.
No, that character from Saving Private Ryan. You know, he was going to write that book about the Brotherhood of War.
Are these people like brain dead too? Because it's like this person's name is Beautiful Dreamer Toont. There's no nigh in there. It should be tonight, right?
Oh,
presumably.
I thought they were big fans of Windows NT.
Yeah, right. It's like
no, I get it now that you said tonight. I honestly had no idea what the 2 NT was. I mean, for all I know, NT is an anime character.
I mean, maybe he just typoed. Maybe that should be a D. The second Beautiful Dreamer second. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, hang on. I got to get through this story. It's going to take forever.
All right. While you're doing that, I will search for more moments of truth, so to speak.
Rebecca had started to mount the mermaid, one arm holding the air tank and the other gripping the hose. Let's go, Rebecca urged her. I can only move so fast with you on top of me. Oh? By the way, these quotes have no names or anything, so I don't know who is talking to who. But I assume that the mermaid is below and Rebecca's above.
When she says gripping the hose, she is really not referring to what you think she is.
No, this is inflation. It actually literally is an air tank that's being emptied into a mermaid to make her fat. That is what the fetish is. Rebecca urged her.
I'm glad you know this, by the way.
I'm an expert.
Expert on inflation.
Yeah. I can only move so fast with you on top of me. Oh, I'm sure it would be even harder as a heavy balloon. Wait, what? The quote never ends. Oh, I'm sure it would be even harder as a heavy balloon, and so they finally took off. That's inside the quote. The rest of the story is inside the quote. Are you positive you're going the correct way? Rebecca stumbled a bit trying to find her grip on the mermaid. Do I need to stop to help you bring comfortable? Do I need to stop to help you bring comfortable, miss? Crimsa sarcastically growled back. Okay, that's just one sentence. Crimsa is the mermaid, I think. Okay, so Crimsa's the mermaid. Okay. Crimsa, which is a very common name. I can only work so fast with you are weighing me down. This backward and forth fighting until it almost got on Crime's nerves. Crime's nerves.
How does this sound, by the way? Teen Mom, Wolf Edition.
No. I'm going to continue this story. I don't want to hear about that. I'd just like to point out that Crimsa's name has turned into Crimes. Literally one sentence after the character was introduced.
Wait, where's Crimes? Sorry.
The backward and forth fighting until it almost got on Crime's nerves.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Hey, we're nearly there, and since you made me so much trouble, Rebecca dismounted, and then she started to kneel. Hey, you said as long as I caught you there, you wouldn't inflate me. Crimsa pleaded as she struggled vainly against Rebecca grip. Not Rebecca's, but just Rebecca grip. But this is after so you took me here, then you get a taste of your own medicine. I feel that this person's high school teacher should have been a little more aggressive with the red underlines when they were teaching the English class.
Probably.
This person's probably like 13 years old, like the person who wrote this.
Wait.
I'm not kidding. The person who wrote the inflation porn is probably 13 years old.
What? That's disturbing on many levels.
Yes.
What's the username?
A good username.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
dashes.
It doesn't have a
dash good dash username.
It doesn't have a year in it. That's kind of disappointing.
Oh, damn. I'm looking at this fanfic on the right where it says more from DeviantArt, which, who wouldn't want more from DeviantArt? And it has like a Family Guy fanfic called Vinny Saves Brian with this weird ass drawing of the dog from Family Guy. Anyway, sorry. I'm distracting myself. Rebecca held the house of the tank, and she held as much as she could without losing grip, causing Crimsa to squirm in fear. Who is Crimsa?
Who's Crimes? What crimes does Crimsa committed?
Okay, so wait, this is the same character. Crimsa turned into Crimes, and then Crimsa again, and now it's Crisma. Rebecca let go of the hose and brought the struggling mermaid to her face.
Also, following line is charisma.
I know. I was reading so I could get there and point it out, and began to blow as hard as she could. Charisma, which is now the new name of this character. This character has had 5 names in 2 chapters or 2 paragraphs.
Keep reading. Sorry.
Charisma tried to protest, but the air proved too much to fight. While Christmas body groaned and squeezes as her body became curvier and bustier.
Oh,
is
God.
Christmas the same person as Charisma? Who is the same person as Charisma? Who is the same person as Crimes? Who is the same person as Crimsa?
Yep. It's all of the above.
Okay. Actually, it's not even charisma. It's charisma. I think it's spelled wrong, too.
No, that's right.
Charisma? Anyway. Charisma now looked like a big mermaid balloon whose body parts wiggled in futility. Copyright a good news username. 2014. Rebecca smiled at what she has done and then condescendingly... How does this person spell the word condescendingly correctly? And then condescendingly said, I'll show you the way back to those rocks, as she let go of the charisma balloon, causing it to cartoonishly fly about in the distance before flopping back in the water. That's what she literally said. The words coming out of her mouth are, I'll show you the way back to those rocks as she let go of the charisma balloon. There's no end quote. For the second time in the story, the author
no.
to end the quotation.
The entire paragraph below that is part of the same quote.
But we're 2 quotes in because there was another unclosed quote at the top. And
Yeah,
like,
but well, it's like quoteception. It's a quote within a quote.
Inception.
Within a quote.
Yeah, this is like freaking Inception. It's like, what's that time travel movie that's confusing as hell?
Oh, Looper. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of Looper. I was thinking of the one with the... Anyway, whatever. Rebecca now had a chance to look a bit closer at the island. That seemed way too easy, but at any rate, it's better than swimming. Rebecca added, "Oh boy, I wonder if this is a trance too."
Is this like part 2 of something? Like
No,
seriously?
it's actually part 3. It's continuing from someone else's story.
Okay, I was like, what the fucking hell?
What do you think a trance 2 is? I wonder if this is a trance 2.
A trance 2? Where does it say a trance 2?
I don't know, 5 paragraphs in. I've lost track.
Yeah.
Yeah. She grabbed her own hand and yelped as it hurt a bit, and her wrist squished. So far, no, it isn't. She hoped her best chance would be through the jungle as she set off to investigate.
I know that normally when you're checking to see whether or not something is a dream, it's usually a pinch. You don't kind of...
Oh! Shit! That's what they're talking about! You're brilliant! How'd you know that?
What?
Okay, so she's saying, I wonder if this is a trance, I'm gonna pinch myself.
But she says it in the most fucking
yeah, but it's the
weird,
most circuitous
nonsense
way possible. Yeah, right, okay. I would like to point out before I get to the next paragraph that the story is featured in the group Looney Girls, which looks to be a Looney Tunes group. Anyway. Submitted on August 12th.
What year? The year
this
of
year.
Blank? Oh, okay.
The reason I found all these by going to DeviantArt.
That was 3 days ago.
Yeah,
by the way,
and this is doing recent stories, recent uploads. Yeah. It wasn't too far in. She found a bush looking strangely in the midst of the jungle. Feeling a wave of desire to fill her nearly empty stomach, the fact that these fruit had an unpleasant side effect. She looked at the fruits, examining for any signs of known poison.
Are we reading a story on DeviantArt or 50 Shades of Grey? I'm confused here. She didn't look far for a bush, and then a wave of desire to fill her blah, 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 blah.
It's just really disorienting because they don't even mention the bush has berries on it.
No. It's also a rather strangely looking bush.
Yeah. You can, by the way, poison, you just have to visually inspect things. She looked at the fruits, examining for any sign of known poison, and feeling a bit lightheaded after not eating for almost a day, she brought the fruit to her face and began to eat fast. That's how I eat. I bring my plate to my face first, and it makes the distance I have to move my fork a lot shorter. The fruit gushed with juices too much to feel her body being compacted from the juices. The fruit gushed with juices too much to feel her body being compacted from the juices. I know what that means. Rebecca started to lose her balance in her thinning maybe. Maybe this isn't so bad. She started to master the way her rubbery body worked.
Wait, I thought it was thinning, not rubbery.
I thought it was compacting from the juices.
I'm confused.
She started to master the way her rubbery body worked and began to sink in her softening fingers into a tree to climb. Maybe being isn't as bad. She has an existential crisis. Maybe existing isn't as bad as I thought.
That's possible.
I'm just being. Rebecca pondered to herself about all it was. I'm going to assume there's supposed to be a period there. It was time to try and explore. The tree she climbed had a vine hanging from the tree.
All of a sudden, she goes from starving to being dangerously thin and weirdly rubbery and being like, you know what? I think it's time to explore. I'm okay with this.
Well, maybe she is actually a Looney Tunes character.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Why is that so enclosed in a sentence, like almost parenthetical thought?
Comma jail.
Comma jail, yeah.
The tree she climbed had a vine. Oh yeah, that's the crazy redundant sentence. She leaned over it. Still seemed She leaned over. I think there's missing punctuation here, shockingly. She leaned over. It still seemed so far away to try and grab.
Why is grab in common
So
too?
she tried to lean in even closer.
Wait. Let's read this as if it was actual punctuation that you're supposed to pay attention to here.
I'll do my best. She leaned over. It still seemed so far away to try and grab. So she tried to lean in even closer and losing her grip on the she. On
Is
the
that
she.
Tree or vine or what is that?
It must be tree. How could you typo that? Look at where T is on your keyboard. Look at where the S is.
I don't know how you fucked that up.
She fell. Either that or that she was the starting she of the next sentence, and it was never edited out, and they never finished that previous sentence. So it just ended with losing her grip on the. Anyway, she fell to the jungle floor, finding herself thinner.
I thought she already knew that.
Well, no, because she was rubbery.
But
she
also
was compacted and then rubbery.
Oh, right.
And then thinning, and then now she's thinner.
Oh. But yeah, okay.
She felt for the magical air tank hose and started to breathe in to inflate herself.
Didn't she get rid of that already? I thought
it's a natural reaction. No,
yeah.
She used it on the mermaid. Now she's using it on herself. I guess she has a scuba tank or something.
Okay, hold on. Before we go on, I have to comment. Is DeviantArt British?
The site?
Yes.
Or the people on it? I think it's good old American site.
I will call
you
attention...
want to point out to the spelling of favorites?
Yes.
Maybe it is British. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
Well.
There's going to be a huge twist at the end of the story. I'm reading ahead a little bit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jgirliiiirl.
Okay, anyway. Yeah. Rebecca soon got to her feet once again, now in a seemingly different area of the, ungle, dense. Now in a seemingly different area of the ungle, dense with vegetation, seriously wandered aimlessly a while. The philosophy here on the commas was basically you load them into a shotgun, stand about 8 feet away from your word processor, and just fire them out.
No. Shotguns are far too accurate. I think the word you're reaching for is blunderbuss.
Mm-hmm. She occasionally checked the map, which almost felt futile at this point, hoping to find some direction or knowing where a temple was. So there is actually a quest here. What happened to the mermaid, do you think?
Well, she released her like charisma Christmas crimes or balloon, and she flew off into the water.
I think the mermaid just kind of disappears from the story.
No, it says she released her and she flies off into the water like a balloon.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. Okay, so she's looking for a temple. This is like a Tomb Raider thing. This is exactly like Tomb Raider. This is the next Tomb Raider game. It's been announced for Xbox One. This is actually the person who is writing the story for Tomb Raider 2. Anyway, she stopped checking when she heard some unusual rustling, or more than usual rustling. Which is it?
Wait, hold on. What is a usual amount of rustling?
I don't know. Wind? And then than usual would be like a jaguar following you?
I guess. Sure.
Oh, yeah. God. It seemed something or someone was hwa-harang her.
Why?
Here is our trivia game of the night. What word was that supposed to be?
Whoring her.
Let's see what Google thinks.
Yeah. Google thinks frickin'
Did you mean warring, hwaring, wa-egg, or warung?
I think the correction is waing.
This one?
Yeah, waing.
Sifu Takwa Ing has been evolved to ancient world of martial arts since the tender age of 4. Growing up in Hong Kong, and like, okay, it's a martial art teacher. Sure, why not?
Let's go back to the story and see the context now.
Okay.
It seems she or someone was doing kung fu on her.
No, that's the name of the guy who teaches the kung fu.
Wait, no, what? I thought it was a... Oh,
No,
anyway.
he's an instructor.
Okay.
Anyway. Let's just keep going. Before she could spot the source, she was pounced by a jaguar. Capitalized, so it must be the car. Oof! Rebecca felt herself crush under its forceful ooh.
I would be crushed if I was...
Hit by a forceful ooh?
No, by a jaguar, the car.
There's a I. I'm not sure where it belongs to. Rebecca felt herself crush under its forceful ooh. I'll rip you too. The jaguar, a bit of its human girl form.
What?
It seems to have gotten worse.
I'll rip you too.
The jaguar, a bit of its human girl form. There's either like 18 missing words. Or, I mean, I'm confused. I have no idea.
And then it goes into a Star Wars reference.
Yes. Wait, it does?
Yes.
It says, "You're not what I'm looking for." Is that a Star Wars reference?
Yes, these are not the droids you're looking for.
Oh. Sure, why not? The jaguar stated while she started playing with Rebecca's soft body. Oh, here's another word. You're Jgirliiiirl.
Well, hold on. No.
Most people.
No. You're pronouncing that wrong. You're Jgirliiiirl. No, you're Jgirliiiirl.
I Googled it, and guess what the only Google result is?
Inflation.
It's the same story on a different site.
What is Arfadia? Should we be looking at Arfadia? I mean...
I leave that to you.
All right.
The answer is no. This is why when normal people are typing a story and the cat jumps on their keyboard, they will remove the cat and hit the delete key to remove the letters.
That seems like a lot of effort, though, doesn't it?
Well, for this author, yes.
Yeah.
You're Jgirliiiirl. A nice squishy one, too. The Jade girl giggled, capitalized for some reason, as she spoke her observations. Nice to meet you, too, Rebecca spoke, unamused. Hey, what brings you here? Not many humans know of this place. The girl spoke calmly, using Rebecca like a soft bed. Is the girl the Jade girl now? The jaguar, who is also a girl, who is now the Jade girl, who is now the girl? I am looking for the temple, Rebecca spoke weakly. Weakly. I am looking for the temple. Oh, a temple. I know of a temple, spoke the Jade girl. No comments have been added yet. Damn.
That is very disappointing.
This story just leaves you on the cliffhanger. It just doesn't deliver.
It does.
I don't know anything about this temple. Why are they even seeking out the temple? I don't know.
I don't know either.